It's time. Wait, what were you the god of again? Thunder, bitch. Alright, guys, got my Marvel shirt on. Just came back from seeing Thor Ragnarok. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. I will do spoilers in the half portion of this video. So I will let you know when I dive into them. But the first half is going to be without spoilers. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Overall thoughts, first impressions of the film. I'm going to use this word, and I know it's been used a lot of times to describe this film, but it's very true. And this film was a lot of fun. I had a blast watching this film. It's just so enjoyable. It's never a dull moment. Never drags. Never is boring. There's not any annoying characters like the previous films. Cat Dennings, thank God. And yeah, guys, just I highly recommend it. Go watch it. You will enjoy it. I can't see nobody not enjoying this film at all. It's really a lot of fun, and just the characters are great. Everybody stood out. Just a great fun film to watch. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's go character by character. I want to start with Tom Hiddleston's Loki, because to me he was the standout in this film. God, his character is just, oh man, he just chews up the scenery. Tom Hiddleston has really come a long way with this character, and at this point he's like an anti-hero. He's an anti-hero because he's come a long way from the Avengers and the original Thor, the first film, where he was trying to sink his teeth, trying to be a primary villain, but there were so many layers to his character, he just kind of grew into this anti-hero. And I love that. And I love his relationship, his brotherly bond with Thor. Those scenes with Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston worked so well. It was great. I really like their dynamic. So yeah, Tom Hiddleston, man, you can't get enough of this guy. I mean, he's really the most fleshed out, best MCU villain. But now he's an anti-hero, in my opinion. But anyway, let's talk about Hulk. Oh man, we got a lot of Hulk in this film, which is awesome. Even when the scenes with Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo plays both well. I know Mark Ruffalo's not playing CGI Hulk, but I'm just saying, like, he's just great in that role. As Bruce Banner, and yeah, I like how they have Hulk talking more in this film, as you saw in the trailer. Yeah, that could have gone down south, but it was effective. It was great to hear Hulk talk. It was so good. Yeah, and Hela. Kate Blanchett is Hela, my God. I mean, I hope she rules this world one day. I would gladly bow down to her as my queen. Oh God, she's hella hot, people. But anyway, no, she's a great actress, and she really sinks her teeth in this role. Probably my favorite MCU film. I mean, film. No, MCU villain, people. Sorry, MCU villain. I wouldn't call this my favorite MCU film. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, she's a great villain, and my God, you could tell Kate Blanchett was really having fun in this role. I mean, her scenes, especially in Asgard, she just wrecked shit up. I mean, she's a force to be reckoned with. Oh my God. So yeah, we got Carl Urban playing a minor role here. I do wish his character had more to do, but I do like how his character came into his own towards the final act of this film. I did like that aspect. We get Idris Elba, another underutilized character, unfortunately. But what he was doing, he did a fine job. You can't go wrong with Idris Elba. He's a fantastic actor. So is Carl Urban. I wish both of them get more movie roles. More recognition because they're both great actors, in my opinion. And anyway, uh, let's talk about Valkyrie. Tessa Thompson of Valkyrie was great. I really enjoyed her character. I know a lot of people were upset because in the comic book, Valkyrie is white. She's like this big, hulking, beautiful, white lady, and here she's not. But it's okay. I didn't have a problem with that. I mean, damn, Tessa Thompson's still hot, and I would have a drink with her any fucking day. Gladly pay the tab. Because that woman can drink in this film. Like, she was knocking back, freaking 40s like nothing, man. So I did enjoy that aspect of her character. And I like her backstory. There's an interesting flashback with her. We'll get into that in spoilers. That I really enjoyed. So yeah, guys, overall this film was so enjoyable. My God, honestly, it is the best Thor film, hands down, the best Thor film. Because Thor one, I would give that a 7 out of 10. Even Thor: The Dark World, I give it a 7 out of 10. And most people I know hate Thor: The Dark World, but it was average, just like Thor. I wasn't too crazy about the original Thor, and I wasn't too crazy about Thor: The Dark World. I do like the character of Thor, but I really felt like in this film, Chris Hemsworth gives the best portrayal of Hulk. I mean Hulk. What the hell am I saying? Of Thor. Chris Hemsworth is great as Thor here, and he really shines. And I think it's due to Taika Waititi's direction. Fantastic director. The way he utilized the special effects and the dialogue and the character interactions, the witty humor. And I know that can be overbearing for some people when watching MCU films because ever since Guardians of the Galaxy, there's been that forced humor in every film. Especially when I saw Doctor Strange, I wasn't too crazy about that film because that film had to do with dark magic and sorcery and magical powers and things that were just so dark, and they implemented that MCU deadpan humor into it, and it didn't really work for me. But in this film, it worked wonderfully. In this one, it did, because like obviously it has a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, which is very true. But you still get that God aspect of it. You get that Thor aspect. So it's a nice mesh and combination of both comic book comic books in general. Anyway, so yeah, we're about to hit the 7 minute mark, and now we are about to get into spoilers. I am raising my shirt, my Marvel shirt. I wear proudly. Not a Marvel fan, but I just love both. I do have a DC shirt somewhere. But yeah, spoiler time, spoiler talk. Boom, here we go. All right, so a few negatives. One I had was with Odin's death. Anthony Hopkins, the way he died, the way he was killed off, was just so abrupt, anticlimactic, I guess. I guess they needed to happen because a twist, Hela is the sister of Thor and Loki, which worked for me because I mean I like how they kept them in the family. It was very personal. I like her backstory. I like how Odin kept her locked into this like nether realm hell, stowaway jail, like the upside down or some shit. So that was very fascinating. But it's just the way Anthony Hopkins' character was killed off. I mean, Sir Anthony Hopkins is a fantastic actor. How dare you turn him into fairy dust and just have him just go off and like it just I don't know. It's just too hokey. I kind of wish he was part of the battle, the beginning battle with Hela, because him dying at Hela's hand would have motivated Thor and Loki to really, really work together instead of Loki, always being mischievous like he is. He's the god of mischief. It makes sense, I know. But it would have been such a driving motivation for them to team up to take out Hela. But yeah, and another gripe I had, big nitpick, was the way they shoehorn Doctor Strange. Nothing wrong with Benedict Cumberbatch as Strange. I really enjoy his portrayal. It just felt so on the nose. Just like, hey, we gotta connect the MCU guys. So they will meet here because Doctor Strange is basically Google Maps, and they gotta figure out where Odin is. It's like what the hell. I think they could have utilized Doctor Strange, but better. It just felt so forced, like shoehorned in just to connect. Okay, the MCU films, I get it. I mean, it was enjoyable. Him at Strange's place, and Strange kept like teleporting, and various places. It was very jarring for Thor and myself. That was funny, but just like I said, still, it just felt so forced. Anyway, but that's really all my issues with the film. Still, it was great through and through. I can see where people think that the Hela scenes dragged out too long, where she's in Asgard wrecking shit. But I found those scenes freaking fascinating. I loved it. Oh my gosh, she just decimated, laid waste to that army like nothing. And I like her powers, how she could just summon like freaking 100 blades all at once. Like Jesus, like a porcupine just spasming. out of control. It's crazy. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I like her army she summoned, and that dog that had that awesome battle with the Hulk. Let's talk about the Hulk. I like his talk. I like that he used the Hulk for 2 years. That was so fascinating. Wow, that's why he ends up talking as the Hulk. So he has more vocabulary now. That was fascinating. And then Valkyrie also, I like her backstory. I like when we saw the epic flashback of what the Valkyries had to deal with. That was fucked up. What Odin made them do. So I can see why she turned her back on Asgard. But basically, they were doing dirty work for Odin. Take like the women had to do the dirty work, going down there and just keeping that evil bitch down in the lair, basically. And they were all getting killed. It was crazy. So I like that flashback when Loki put his hand on her head, and then we got to see that. That was amazing, amazing visual sequence. I was just like, holy crap, you know. I do like the beginning too. We got the introduction of that hell demon fire thing with the horns. That was cool because they came into play later. He's the cause of Ragnarok, which was interesting because I thought it was Hela, but no, he's the cause of Ragnarok, which blew my mind. I was like, wow. Basically, they had to cause Ragnarok in order to stop Hela because she was unstoppable, and that's what I loved about her character. Oh my god, you know. So yeah, that was fascinating. Oh, we gotta talk about a hilarious sequence, the cameo of the year, Matt Damon. That was hilarious. They're basically Loki was disguised as Odin, as we saw from Thor: The Dark World, how it ended. He was in Asgard getting fed grapes, just watching his own play of him, like an exaggerated version of how he died in Thor: The Dark World. And basically, Matt Damon was playing Loki. Oh god, it was hilarious. The theater was cracking up. It was so funny. Um, yeah, it's great. And Tom Hiddleston is so great. I like when he came back and he was like, "Your savior has arrived," with the airship, with that rock creature. I love that guy. He resembled the Thing. Maybe that's why they introduced him with that design. But I like his little yeah. You would think a creature like that, this rock intimidating creature, would have like a raspy, dark, deep, like Darth Vaderish voice. But instead, he has like a squeaky kind of voice, like that old man from Family Guy. Like, hey Thor, so you met the Grand Master yet? Oh, you gonna fight the Grand Champion? Oh no. Well, not like that, but it's just he was a great character. I like him. Um, yeah, Thor got his hair cut. It's just so much happened in this film. Thor lost his eye. What the f, guys? I did not see that coming. Great job with the marketing for hiding that. Because in the trailers, there were scenes where he was missing his eye that must have been edited out because we saw those scenes in the trailer. Yeah, and the God, I have trouble saying this artist's name, Led Zeppelin. There you go. I had to say it slowly because I slur my L's and Z's for some reason. Anyway, yeah, the song in the beginning was used wonderfully when Thor just going ham on all those creatures. When he was in hell, where he was chained up in the beginning, was awesome. And then when it was utilized towards the end, when he got those thunder-like Raiden powers. Let's talk about Jeff Goldblum too. Oh man, I like when he had that melt stick. He melted that dude, sitting next to Thor, and Thor's like, ah, ah. That was a great reaction. Cracked me up. It was so funny. And man, just Goldblum, man. We need Goldblum and more things, guys. Make that happen, people. Goldblum, like, it's so funny. He's just his quirky antics just get to me. It's so funny. Yeah, so I like Carl Urban. I like how he sacrificed himself to save the civilians of Asgard. That was cool. I like his backstory with the two assault rifles, the two M16s. Like, yeah, I went to this cosmic universe in a place called Texas. That's where I acquired these babies. And he was using them. He just put on like infinite ammo. Like, Jesus got my bullets. Da, 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 da. That was a great sequence. The bridge sequence was awesome. I like when Thor was like, "We're the Revengers." That was great. Yeah, just everything just worked well here. The Thor versus Hela was awesome and badass. Just can't praise Kate Blanchett enough. My God, that woman is just. I have to get like a huge Hela poster right here somewhere. I need a Hela poster, guys. I'm probably gonna look for one right now. Anyway, what else? Gee, so much happened in this film. So much happened, and it went by like this. Like I think this film was what 2 hours, and it felt like an hour. Seriously, that's how much enjoyable it was. How fast paced it was. Like it was just great, great time. Happy I saw it. One of the most enjoyable MCU films, and I would say it's just as enjoyable and rewatchable as the original Guardians of the Galaxy. This was, of course, 10 times better than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And I think this movie was better than Spider Man Homecoming, in my opinion. It really was. So, overall, guys, yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. This fucking film was great from start to finish. What a great thrill ride. Never thought I would really enjoy a Thor movie like I did with this one. So Taika Waititi is the director for Thor if they choose to make another one. I don't know if they will, but yeah. And then the ship in the end has to be Thanos because we all know Loki went underground when he went to summon that Hellfire creature to destroy Asgard. Asgard. I said Asgard. Sorry. We saw the Tesseract and we saw the Infinity Gauntlet. So I'm pretty sure he took that. That's why Thanos' ship tracked them down. And yeah, of course, this is going to connect to Infinity War and all that. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts, guys. Post your comments. Let me know what you thought of Thor Ragnarok. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Yeah, what are your predictions going into Infinity War? Be interested to hear in that. So if you enjoyed my review, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you in the next one.